Welcome to another edition of our YouTube channel, Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor. I'm a former resident of Canada in the United States. Ever since I was young, I always wanted to live in a beautiful tropical paradise. So when I was able to, I moved to Miami, Florida. And Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, the South Florida area, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful places in the world. When you live in a tropical environment with beautiful weather year round, it really can enhance your quality of life. So that's why I've always wanted to live in a tropical place. Now, unfortunately, in Miami, within a span of 2 to 3 years, my rent literally tripled. Food prices were rising. It just became unaffordable, and reluctantly, I left. From there, I moved to another beautiful tropical destination. I moved to Honolulu, Hawaii. I was living in Waikiki, which also became increasingly unaffordable. At that point, I said to myself, there has to be places in the world where I can live a Western standard of living like Hawaii or Miami, but for much cheaper. That's what brought me, and not only me, but several of my friends here to Southeast Asia. I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can live the life of your dreams working 2 or 3 hours a day, a life of leisure like you're on vacation every day if you know what you're doing. Now, a lot of these other YouTube channels, they tend to sugarcoat things, exaggerate things. They only want views or subscribers, and they make it sound like it's easy to work online, make a lot of money remotely. That is not true. And a lot of the things what they're suggesting, they do not materialize. They're mostly nonsense. However, several of us have been living here for 8 years now. We know exactly what works because we've been doing it ourselves, our source of income online. And I am here to tell you that you absolutely can live the life of your dreams here. Make no mistake. But if you don't know what you're doing, will be a quick one-way ticket back home. We get several inquiries daily from people seeking our advice, our guidance, and we can answer all your questions by email one by one. Many people also prefer a WhatsApp phone call. We can do that as well. Let's get started in today's video. In this video, I would like to discuss the most beautiful, specifically where in the Philippines have I seen the most beautiful sunset. Let me take you back a few years ago where I saw an interview with President Obama after he left office. And he was mentioning that he's traveled all over the world. And he was mentioning the place where he saw the most beautiful sunset that he's ever seen in his whole life. Now, to give this some context, President Obama is actually from Honolulu, Hawaii, which is one of the most beautiful places in the world. I used to live there myself. Spectacular sunsets. Waikiki, where I used to live, is just stunning. It's just stunning. So when I heard President Obama say that the most beautiful sunset he saw in his whole life was in Manila, Philippines, that's actually what prompted me to visit the Philippines and specifically Manila. But when I arrived here, I wanted to do some more research to find out which part of Manila was he referring to when he said that he saw the most beautiful sunset he's seen anywhere in the world. And so I researched it and I found out that most tourists, most foreigners, they stay in Makati or BGC, Bonifacio Global City, when they come here. But as I researched it more, in specifically when President Obama, when he came to Manila, he actually was not staying in Makati or BGC. He was staying in Malate, Ermita area. So that's where he witnessed this incredible sunset. Now, Malate and Ermita is also Manila Bay. It's right by Manila Bay and Rojas Boulevard. Sure enough, the hotel that I was staying at when I first came to Manila was right next to the Malate Church and Aristocrat Restaurant. And by Rojas Boulevard, and I had gone to this restaurant called Manila Vice. Manila Vice, like Miami Vice, is called Manila Vice, and you can sit outside. And I saw the sunset. Let me tell you, it was the most beautiful sunset I too had seen in my entire life. It is spectacular. And incidentally, before I saw the sunset, since I was right there by Malate Church, I wanted to go inside. It's a beautiful, beautiful structure. I went inside, and it was around 5 p.m. on a Thursday. Incredibly peaceful and tranquil. Keep in mind that if you go there on Saturday and Sunday, of course, it's going to be more busy. But I went on a Thursday around 4:30, 4:45. What a beautiful church! Just the solitude and the tranquility. I haven't forgotten that. And then after that, I went to the Manila Vice restaurant right there on Rojas Boulevard. And it was a spectacular, spectacular sunset. I mean, it was just breathtakingly beautiful. So after that, I was there for a few days. And I really, my favorite area in Manila, I've been to Makati many times since, I've been to BGC. But my favorite area, without a doubt, is Malate and Ermita because you have so many choices for the best food. The Robinsons Mall is right there, and I used to love to go to that mall because I can literally my hotel is just a few blocks away. I'm in the mall. I can just go for a nice, relaxing walk. I have so many kinds of food available to me. It's a great mall just to hang out, go for a walk, and it's not crowded. Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, it's not that crowded as it is on the weekends. So many times I used to walk there, not very many people were inside. You had all this space and you could just go for a nice walk. It was a great thing. So I really like Malate and Ermita, Manila Bay. It's my favorite part in Manila, and it's a very historical area and a beautiful area for me. I know other people who they don't like it, but I can say that it is really a area rich in history and a beautiful area. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.